For this occupational therapy portfolio topic, I'm going to be walking you through one of my patients' activity analysis. So the activity that I did an analysis on was sending an email to a coworker. So what's the relevance or potential meaning to somebody behind sending an email to a coworker? Well, there's a virtual context associated with it, and also potential work engagement if sending emails to your coworkers is something that's important to your job. The objects and tools required, there's different ways that you can go about it. If you use a laptop, you just have the laptop. You don't necessarily need the computer monitor, the keyboard, and the mouse. It's all into one. But if you don't, then you're going to need a computer monitor, the keyboard, the mouse pad, a desk or some sort of work area, and a chair if you're not using a stand-up desk. So the space that we need for this activity is enough space for the desk and the chair, but also a large enough desk to fit all the tools required. We definitely don't want to be cramping that area too much. So let's move on to sequencing for the activity. You're going to have your patient sit down at the desk, turn on the computer, use the mouse and keyboard to open up their work email. They're going to start a new email, type in the coworker's name under recipient, type in the subject of the email in the subject space, write out their email to their coworker, check that the signature is at the bottom of the email, click send, and log off email if necessary. As with if it's your own personal computer, maybe you stay logged in to your work email and it's not a problem, but that isn't always the case. So for performance skills, we have motor, processing, and social skills. For our motor skills for sending an email to a coworker, you need motor coordination to use only one hand for the mouse and use two hands for typing. For our processing skills, we need them for sequencing our steps, remembering passwords and emails, as some people have multiple emails, and completing the task in its entirety and not forgetting to press send or stopping halfway through the email. And for social, it's important to know what language is appropriate for this type of email, as it is an email to a coworker, therefore likely work-related. Socially, asking questions, answering questions, and replying in a socially accepted time frame. For our body functions and body structures for sending an email to a coworker, we definitely need some memory for being able to sequence the steps and remembering the steps. We need a higher level of cognition to judge the quality of grammar and professionalism, as our coworker needs to be able to read and understand our email. We need upper extremity strength and range of motion, because we need to be able to get the arms and lift them up and place them on the desk to use the keyboard and the mouse, which is typically a little below chest height. And we also need trunk stability so that they can remain in an upward seated position, so that they can see the computer and not fall out of the chair. And it's also important to look at that from an ergonomic standpoint of, are they in an appropriate position for sitting and writing out an email to a coworker.